Remarketer, empowering realtors.
Good morning, and thank you very much for joining me today. So I'm going to be talking about newsletters, and this is a, a topic of interest for those of you who really want to keep in touch with your sphere of influence and be able to send content to your clients on a regular basis. Now, newsletters can vary from a range of different, if you want to say, structures. You could create multiple types of newsletters. You can create market updates, tips, hints, performance updates, client satisfaction reports. There are so many different tiers and layers of content that you could create in the form of a newsletter and send it across to your clients. It's very important for us to create these habits and be able to deliver such content on a regular basis to our sphere of influence, to our clients, even leads, as you want to say, so that you'd be able to create that consistent, top of mind a trigger that you want to have, so that you're able to consistently maintain a relationship with your sphere of influence. It's at the end of the day the core and heart of any CRM application. You want to be able to, or if you want to say a CRM agenda, if you want to build a relationship, that's one of the main channels you would do so. Now, I want to show you some of the built-in newsletter functions that are, just easy to switch on and work. And I also would like to show you some of the capabilities and features to build custom newsletters as well. All right. So let's get into it and see what we have for you today. Okay, great. So the first thing that I want to show you is where the newsletters are accessible. So it's pretty straightforward. Under Marketing Tools, you have a tab called Newsletters, and this is where our newsletters are available. Now, we do have a default monthly newsletter that is built and created by us, and it's available to you within your Remarketer platform so that you can share it with your clients. That's this one right here. Every month we have one newsletter built, and it's ready to go out to your clients. If you want to view it and check it out, you could just click on the actions and select view, and you're going to be able to see the newsletter. It's pretty simple. It's got one section that reflects one of the main real estate news subjects of the month. Then we have a section called Fun Facts to Impress Your Friends. So we usually include a little fun fact in that section. And then we have a property questions with clear answers that are, some real estate hints and tips just to make it more relevant to real estate. So this is the newsletter that's created. It's generic, obviously, because it has to apply to anyone and anywhere. And that's why we built it this way. But this is just an easy way for you to have something going out on a regular basis without you having to worry about the creation of the content. Now, in order for us to make sure that this is going out to your clients, this is what you need to do. Well, firstly, by default, this is switched on and you already have that newsletter going out unless you have stopped it. But I'll show you where to look anyway, just to make sure and make any necessary changes there. So firstly, if we go under account settings, and if we go to the general tab right here, at the very top here, you see the auto monthly newsletter here. So that auto monthly newsletter could be switched off or on. By default, this is on, and you will receive, basically your contacts will receive the monthly newsletter that I showed you automatically every month. If you wish to stop that, you could just simply switch that off, and you will still get the newsletter in your newsletters tab. However, it will not be automatically triggered to be emailed to your contacts. So that's what you would need to do over here. Other than that, you can also configure this at the contact level as well. So if you want that newsletter to go to a contact or not, a specific contact or not, all you would need to do is to edit, go to nurturing control, and switch this newsletter on or off. So this would mean that the newsletter will go or will not go out to Adam Wilson. So this is how you can configure on the account level under account settings or individually by agents. You can also do this in bulk if you want to. So if I want to switch it off for these 4 contacts of mine, I can go to bulk action and I can switch on newsletter automation off. Or if I want to switch them back on, I can switch them back on to newsletter automation on. So that's how I can do this in bulk as well, if you wish to do so. All right, so that's the default easy to send newsletter. You don't have to worry about it as long as these configurations are switched on. The newsletter is going to be sent out to your contacts automatically every month as soon as we have that newsletter available and you have something going out to them. However, that doesn't really cut it. You really have to take things to a new level if you really want to be start to build a meaningful relationship, if you want to say, with your clients. And that can easily be done through adding custom newsletters. So we have built an easy interface for you to incorporate all the content that we have available within the platform into a newsletter. And that can easily allow you to create a very content-rich and engaging newsletter without you having to spend a ton of time and without you having to go back and forth with graphic designers and whatever to create this and juggle among different platforms in order to be able to capture all the data that you need to include in your newsletter. So this is an easy to use system, and I'll show you how you can create content in matter of minutes, built very, very engaging and content-rich newsletters. And as I said, in matter of minutes, pretty much. Once you get a hold of this and you get better and better at this, you're going to be able to create so much content and so much interesting email campaigns that your clients are going to love you for. All right. So let's go ahead and check things out. Let me just step back for a second and and start over so that you can see what needs to be done and how. So we go to newsletters and we click Add Custom Newsletters. All right, so the Add Custom Newsletter is a pretty easy interface. At the top, you have buttons that allow you to pull content from various aspects of the platform into the system. So, for instance, you can add some of your listings from whatever you have under Listing Manager. You can add Market Watch and Treb reports to your newsletter. You can add text, you can add image, videos. You can import some of the news that you have under news and blogs, for example. You can create titles for different sections of the newsletter, as well as buttons and breakers to create the structure that you want in your newsletter, and then finally just click generate and generate the HTML newsletter with the touch of a button, basically. All right. So 2 things that you need to know first when you want to create your newsletter. Firstly, you need to give your newsletter a title and then a description. So the title is the subject of the email that's going out, and then the newsletter description is what comes right after the salutation. So when it says the email, when you open it up, at the top it says, Dear John, and then right underneath is the message. So that message is what the user, the recipient, is going to be receiving. Well, basically reading first thing. It's best for you to create a title and description that are interesting and encourages engagement. So it really encourages people to follow through and read more and click and contact you and get back to you, etc., etc. As always, I'd like to point out that we do have AI integrated into the system, and it's always a good idea that you could use AI to generate this content for you. So here, I can just simply click on Help Me Write, and the ChatGPT writing wizard is going to pop up, where you can select what you want to write about. So I want to write an email campaign title. So I would like to write this. Let me see if I press the right one. Yep, I'd like to press the monthly newsletter, to write a monthly newsletter. And this is the title going to be. So this is monthly newsletter for the city of Markham, for example, let's say. All right. Or for my clients in Markham. So that's what the title I'd like it to be. You can select the tone here. Do you want it to be formal, informal, professional, funny, whatever, assertive, poetic, whatever you want to have. So you can select the tone that you want. I need 1 sentence. Let's use some emojis as well. And I just simply submit, and the system is going to give me a little title. Embrace the rhythm of real estate, your monthly Markham mosaic awaits. Okay, good, cool, I got it. So you see, with that, you can be creative, not boring. Same title wouldn't be repeated every week, every month. It's going to be different, vibrant, and it's going to be a lot more engaging. So this way, there's one way to have, Markham newsletter March, and then Markham newsletter April, and then Markham newsletter May. So that's one thing. So you have a system of newsletter titles, but that could get a little bit boring after a while, and the eyes of the reader is looking for new stuff. So if that can help you, and you have the AI to assist you with that as well, to come up with something new every month, and so that you have a new topic, you have a new title, and it's more eye-catching, and therefore it is going to be more engaging. I need to have a newsletter description as well. So what I'd like to write about is an email campaign message. So what is the idea here? Below, I have included the latest market update for Marcom. Check out my latest listings and real estate news. Contact me to chat about real estate, whatever. Okay. So you can select a tone again. So let's make it casual this time. I would like to have one paragraph, and I don't want any emojis here. Submit, and it is going to create a content for me. Quick and easy. Okay. Just wanted to drop you the latest scoop on the Marcom real estate scene, blah, blah, blah. So you have that available. If you want to change it, just hit submit again. It'll give you another version. If you want to edit it, you can edit it, and then you can use it in the system. There you go. So we have a newsletter title and a newsletter description. Easy as that, quite fast and convenient. Now I want to start adding content. So one of the things that I mentioned here in the description is market report and market stats. So let's go ahead and add the market stats. At the very top, I'd like to have a title. So I'm going to add a title. You can add a header and a subheader if you want. So Marcom market stats. So I added the section right here. So that's the title. And then I would like to add the Marcom statistics. So I will select the city of Marcom and add the statistics. There it is. I have the stats for Marcom, March 2025. All the latest information are available. So this is already made for every city, and you can just simply select your city and add the content in there. This by itself would have taken a couple of days for you to prepare and get ready for your newsletters, which is just simply selected and added it in a matter of seconds. Let's say you want to have a little bit of an analysis afterwards. You can also create some text in there. Let's just show you what I would do. I'll come back and do this later. I want to show you another trick. So we'll do a second example, and I'll give you that example later on. All right, so you can add stats here. Let's go ahead and add more content. Let's say I want to also show them my latest listings. So latest listings. It's going to be my latest listings, for example. So I added another title here, and let's go ahead and add some listings. So that listings is connected to your listing manager, so you can go ahead and add some of your listings that you want to showcase on your newsletter, as easy as that. So I've got a couple of 3 listings, one of them sold, and they're all there. After that, what I can do is that I can also add some news articles. So let's say latest news. Let's say make it latest real estate news, And you know that we do have all our news articles available under news and blogs. This is already connected, so I can just select some of the news articles that I have and add them to the system. These were some custom news articles that I made. That's why they're different. Anyway, if you want to add an image, you can simply add an image. So I don't know, let's say I want to add this image somewhere in the newsletter. You can certainly do that. You can add images in there as well. Or if you want to add a video too, you can add a video. So basically what you need to do is just to copy the YouTube link and drop the video in there. Let me bring a video. Okay. Let's say, for example, I'm just copying the link to the YouTube. I want to paste that in. There it is. The video has been embedded as well. Now, if you want to move it, you can move it. Let's say move it up here. And I want to add another title here. Watch this video, whatever. And I can add that. You can see I can just simply drag and drop the section to the place that I want to have it. Okay, so you can add videos, news articles, etc. If you want to add a button, let's add a button, for instance, at the very bottom. So I'm going to add a breaker. So I added a breaker here. Then I would like to add a button to my website. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to go to my website and go to the home valuation landing page. So I will copy this URL, and then I want to add a button. I'll paste the URL right here. So that's my landing page for home valuation. Curious to know your home's worth, and add that. So I have a little button right here, which is going to point to my landing page right there. Okay, if you want to add any text up here, you can. Let's go ahead and add a text box. We have a state-of-the-art system to calculate your home's worth instantly. Click below to check it out. Something like that, whatever. You want to talk about it, you want to write it, you want to format it now. So let's make this centered, and I want to make this into an H2, and then I'm going to add it there. And I'd like to pull it above the button right there. Okay, cool. Just like that, I have it, and it's all built. It literally took about 5 minutes for us to put everything together. And what I'll do now is click generate, and there it is. I have a good-looking, content-rich custom newsletter that can now go out to my contacts. I'll just click save. And that's it. We've got a newsletter that's ready to go out to my contacts. Next, I'll just click actions and then select email. And then I'll send it out. Obviously, this one was prepared for my contacts in Marcom. So if you have already tagged your contacts as Marcom, you can search for Marcom here and send it to the contacts that are tagged as Marcom. So in a group of called Marcom. So this way you're going to be sending this newsletter to your Marcom contacts. Now, let's say I want to make the same newsletter, but I want this one to go out to my, let's say, Hill contacts, right? So what I'll do is I can either create a custom newsletter again, or I can just simply go ahead and clone this one. So I'll make a copy of this one, just like that. So I have a new copy. Now, I would like to just change the Marcom stuff here. So I'll change that to Richmond Hill. If there's any mention of Marcom here, again, I'm going to change that. All right. And then I will change these parts. So I need a new title. This one's going to be Richmond Hill Market Stats. Add that, and I will pull it up. Good. Then I'll remove this one and add another. This one is for Richmond Hill. So I will select Richmond Hill, add that in, pull that up. Perfect. So I have everything in line. Everything else remains the same. All I need to do is now generate. So now we have Richmond Hill Market Stats and save. So this way, I've created another newsletter. So one for my Marcom users, one for my Richmond Hill users, and I can create another one for, if I have other groups that I want to share. I can create a generic one as well if you want to just make one and send it to everyone. So this way, I have the content generated in matter of minutes and sent out to clients. Now, how engaging are these newsletters? They're relevant to the recipient, they're dynamic, they're fresh, new, and they're content rich. And this can really take your client relationship game to a whole different level. Now, during the times that markets are not as vibrant as they used to be, this is the time for us to really double down on the relationship building. This is where making that connection really makes the difference. And people are starting to realize that CRMs are in fact a crucial part of real estate business because you need to build that relationship and you need to maintain that relationship so you can be on top of business during the highs and the lows. And that's how we can really create a steady flow of business. If we have really built these relationships and we have this, steady content, these are not tactical. These are you don't just go in with an email campaign for 2 months and then stop things. No, these are continuous marketing strategies. It needs to be implemented over time, over and over and over again, in order to make an effect and build any meaningful results. Okay, now I wanted to give you another example as well, which is a little bit more sophisticated. So this time I want to prepare an interesting custom newsletter, but I also want to include a full-fledged market analysis with it. All right. So this is what I would do. There are two ways that you can do this. You can either go to Content GPT and go to the market analysis box. So this is where we have all the market reports already analyzed and prepared for you. All right. So basically, what you could do is that you can go here and select your area. Let's say I want to build another one for new market. This time, I have the new market insight and analysis available here. All right. So that's the new market analysis. It's already built by AI and ready to go. Okay. So this is what I'll do. I will add this to my news and blogs, right? So this is now added to my news and blogs. There it is, new market insight. Now let's go ahead and build a newsletter for new market. So I'm going to add a newsletter. I'm going to start from scratch. So this one is going to be new market, and you do a description for it as well. But what I want to show you is this. Now I'm going to add the market stats. I'm going to add the TREB market report this time. Select new market, add it in. So I have the statistics right there. Then I'm going to add a news article, which is the analysis. So now I have the statistical information as well as the analysis, which people can read and enjoy. Now, another way that we could do this is this, and this is the one that I wanted to show you guys. It's a new addition to the platform, and you're going to be able to be the first ones to see this. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to go to market report. I'm just going to open this in a new tab, so I still have this newsletter available there. All right, so here I'm going to select new market. So that's the market stats for new market. And I'm just going to click on Get AI Analysis. How cool is that? You just click there, and the system is going to analyze this whole set of data for you. Boom. There you have it. So you have the analysis available. You could just copy that. Go back here. This time we need a text area, and we're going to paste it right here. Just like that. Add it in. Let's get the title as well. Title. Add. Oh. Instead of this. Now we have the statistical information as well as all the data that we would want to have. Just make sure that you use the right content here. So since we've used the live market watch here, we need to use the statistical information from market watch here. So this one would be wrong. I'm going to use new market from market watch, and these will be the same numbers. How's that? Finally generate and save. So now I have another newsletter built together with a sophisticated market analysis report. But remember, always read through whatever the AI is generating for you. However, these are usually quite accurate, and you're able to create content like no one can around you. And you're going to be able to create such such high impact on the recipients of your newsletters, that will, this would really be something that they'll be expecting every month or on a bi-weekly basis, or whatever you feel fit. Okay. So let me see the questions. All right. So the first question is from Al. Thank you, Al, for being with me. Some of my clients say my newsletter end up in their spam. Do you have any solutions for that? Well, so there are several things that we need to watch and do for that. Firstly, if you're using a generic email, the free stuff like yahoo.com and google.com and hotmail.com and those kind of things, these are getting harder and harder to utilize for email marketing. Because the email servers are becoming more and more picky and specific with regards to the validation and authentication of the sending email address. So, for example, if I have I use, let's say, for instance, alsadeghi@gmail.com, I can register that email as well. Nobody's going to ask me for proof if I am in fact you, and start sending out emails. Therefore, it's difficult for mail servers to rely on the fact that the email is coming through perhaps a credible mail server. Whether the problem is that they wouldn't know the originating party. However, if the email is being sent from an authenticated domain, a custom domain, for instance, let's say you have info@alsadeghi.com, for example, that alsadeghi.com has to be purchased by someone and managed by someone. So there is a way to get to the root of the ownership for that domain, and therefore that email is going to be trusted better when receiving emails by email recipients. That's one thing. So if you're using a free email on your Remarketer account, that could be one cause, and you can definitely get in touch with us and we can help you change that and rearrange for a business email that's more credible. This whole thing is about credibility and reputation in terms of email marketing. So the other things that you need to consider is that if you are sending emails to a lot of people who don't engage with your emails and unsubscribe from your emails and report your emails as spam when they receive it, the more and more that happens, the more and more your reputation is going to decline. There is a reputation for every email marketing campaign, and that is going to decline, and basically that at a point would send the signal to the receiving servers that I get a lot of complaints and I don't have a lot of engagement, and therefore it could be classified into spam. So that's another item to remember. It's important for you to keep your contact database filtered down to the ones that really engage with you. It's not really useful to brag about a contact list with thousands of contacts if that really end in engagement of those contacts. You're just simply reducing your reputation more and more. So that's one more thing, to try to send emails to your engaged contacts. Try to send emails to the contacts that you really know that they're receptive to your emails. Now, what I told you about today can help with that, because the more engaging your content is, the more your contacts are going to engage with, and therefore be able to help increase that reputation along the way. Another point that I can tell you is that if you want to import some contacts from another platform, do it gradually. Never import 1,000 contacts, dump it into Remarketer, and then send your first email out immediately. That immediately sends out the wrong flag. And what you need to do is gradually import them, send an email, build the engagement as you gradually grow your database. So let's say import 200 of them, send out the first email, import another 200 email next month, and then send out the second round. So gradually import these into your system so that you can gradually build up the engagement. And the people who want to unsubscribe, don't unsubscribe in a wave of unsubscriptions on your account, right? So, the first 200, you get 20 unsubscriptions, fine. But if you sent the whole thing, in one shot, for the whole 1,000, you will get 200 to 300, 400 unsubscriptions, and that is just going to be one big, massive wave of unsubscriptions that is going to be recorded on your reputation as well. So that's another thing. So there are a lot more. The content itself is important as well. What you write in your emails is important. So the very nature of what you're doing is email marketing. So it is soliciting. So you can't really expect the emails to treat it as a one-to-one email. It is not. That's the nature of it, and there's no way for you to hide it. It is a broadcast. It is a drip campaign. It is a one-to-many campaign, and naturally that is a marketing campaign, just like any other marketing campaign that are out there. If you convince your clients to receive emails from your email address, have it in their contacts, mark it as not spam. These things will help get things sorted out, and less and less of the emails are going to be spammed. And then finally, things like attention, free, these are keywords that are usually, if you overuse them, it is going to have a negative impact on the quality of the content of your email, and therefore have more triggers to be sent out to spam. Another thing is overusing pictures. If you have, instead of text, if you have pictures that have text written on them, that's a big no-no as well. Email servers sense that. And if you have pictures embedded inside of a video, inside the an email, instead of actually writing down something that they can interpret as well, and look for those keywords, etc. If that's the habit, then that also diminishes your reputation as well, and it causes your emails to land more and more in spam. Finally, there are some technical configurations that we can do at the domain level to make the authentication of the email sender easier. That for you guys that mentioned have been experiencing that, we can also help you with that. So send us an email to service@remarketer.ca, and we will coordinate with you to make those further authentications on the domain level as well. So there are many different things that come into play, and the more you're aware of what causes these things, the better you would be able to tackle it. But for the technical aspect of it, please get in touch with us, and we will definitely help configure your domain to be better serving for that. And the other important point is, if you're using a free email, it's time to switch to a business email because free emails are not working anymore. They used to work before. The servers, one by one, are starting to limit them as we go along. So it used to be yahoo.ca that completely blocked it. Then it was yahoo.com. Microsoft right now is very, very picky. And recently, Google, which used to be the one that would be easy to use, is starting to limit their free emails as well. So this is usually the case. So consider switching over to a business email, which is better for your business anyway, and reaching out to us for help on that. Other than that, it's the habits and the way you build reputation and the way you build content for emails that are and use content for emails that are being sent out. Generally, the more emails you send out to more engaged content, the clients or recipients, the better it's going to be, and you'll be able to have the maximum reputation and avoid spam folders altogether. All right. So the same thing was asked by Kiran as well. Thank you, Kiran, for the questions. Okay, now another question is from Al. How can you delete last month's market stats from the website? Now, the market stats automatically update, so I don't exactly know what you mean. So, for instance, if I'm on this page here on my website, these are the trends, and they're updated. Now, however, I might, if you had added anything, let's say, for instance, you have new market insights added here, and you don't want it to be on the website anymore, all you would need to do is to go to news and blogs and edit this and remove it from the website. That's one way. If you still need this to be sent out, for instance, in an email, for example, or you can just simply go ahead and delete it altogether. So that's also another option here. So I hope this is what you mean. And another thing is that otherwise, let me know if send us an email and we'll get back to you. You have another Gmail account that when you send emails, well, that's a one-on-one email. So if it goes into the context of the same email campaign, it'll be the same result again. So Gmails aren't too bad, but they are getting more and more unreliable for email marketing, and that is the policy of Google, rightfully so. So, you could still continue to use Gmail accounts, but it's the road is downhill. It's not getting any better. It's just getting worse. So it's time to really consider. The sooner you do this, the better it's going to be, both for your business. I mean, it's very different to have a business email on your business card as well, compared to Gmail or Hotmail and stuff like that. So yes, there is going to be a small price to purchase those things from platforms like Google and Microsoft, etc. But it definitely is worth the investment. All right. Great. So I think that's it. I hope this was informative for you. This is quite crucial. Newsletters is very important for you to really get into the mix of your marketing. The more you do, the better you're going to become. And as you saw, it's a very, very easy tool to really come up with some super sophisticated newsletters. It's all about content, it's all about timing, and it's all about relevancy. That's what you need to think about and build your content and do your marketing. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again next week with a different topic.